afternoon, everyone. I'm Miss Rachel from the Smithtown Library, and today I will be showing you some simple ways on how to repurpose one of your old picture frames. We're going to do two looks for this project today, and here's what you'll need. You're going to need some paint. It could be any kind of paint that you have around the house except for watercolor. You're going to need a paintbrush, and you can either use a sponge or a bristle brush, whatever is best for the frame that you choose. You're going to need a picture frame. You're going to want some decorative paper. It could be any design or pattern that you want. And you're also going to need some string. Okay, we're going to get started with look number one. For look number one, you're going to need your picture frame, your string, a pencil, and your decorative paper. I have some sandpaper, which I'm going to use to make my frame look distressed. This gives a vintage and rustic vibe. If you decide to give your frame a distressed look, just make sure your paint is completely dry. My frame was originally black and I painted it mustard before this video because I knew it would need several coats of paint. The darker your original frame is, the more coats of paint it will need. After you're finished painting and making your embellishments, carefully remove the glass from the frame. Put your frame to the side and move your decorative paper to the front of you. Carefully place the glass onto the paper and trace the outline of the glass. Be sure to keep the glass perfectly in place. When you have finished tracing the glass, carefully put the glass to the side and cut the stencil out of the paper. Now you have a piece of paper that will fit perfectly in your frame. See how it looks with your frame before proceeding. Next, take your string and cut a piece that goes beyond the size of the frame. Don't worry about it being too long. We're going to trim the sides later. Take the string and place it towards the top of the frame. Take your decorative paper and place it in the frame. Close the frame and flip it over. Take the ends of the string and pull it. This will get rid of the slack in the middle of the frame. The string will allow you to hang photos in your frame rather than laying them flat. Depending on the size of your frame, Take a small or large photo and hold it in place. You can use tape, glue, a clothespin, or a paper clip. When the photo is perfectly placed, pull the excess string to get rid of the slack. Turn the frame around and cut off any excess string. And that's look number 1. I painted my second frame teal, and because the original frame was white, I won't need as many coats. I think another coat should be more than fine. For look number 2, you'll need your picture frame. You'll need another decorative piece of paper. Mine is from an old book that's falling apart that I use for crafting. As a librarian, I love using old books for my home decor, and I promise that the book has been falling apart for years and that no books were harmed just for this video. You'll also need a pencil and a pair of scissors. Carefully remove the glass from your frame. And just like with look number 1, place the glass onto the paper. The only reason why I flipped my piece of paper around is because I didn't want to trace on the map itself. It doesn't matter if you do this or not. Trace the outline of the glass, and just be careful not to move the glass. Once you're done, carefully place the glass to the side. Take your scissors and cut the stencil out of the paper. Now flip your frame over and open the frame to put the glass back in. Place the paper inside and then close the frame. You now have a new look to an old frame. You can change the paper, add dried flowers and plants, notes and letters, or anything else you want. Thank you for joining me today. We can't wait to see you in our building soon, but until then, stay well and continue to visit the library's website at www.smithlib.org for more programs and resources.